Hey, welcome to the show. This is Lance Cotton. Got some breaking news, obviously. Still over this Kyrie Irving um, Nets guard situation. Um, so let's jump right into it. Um, so there's definitely a lot of rumors out there, about Kyrie Irving, that breaking news that he's retiring. And here's the facts. That's not a fact. There is no way that Kyrie is definitely retiring without it already being public already. Had Kyrie Irving already announced um, or made an inkling to the Brooklyn Nets that he was retiring, it would have been all over ESPN, guys. So this rumor that came out, I believe it was started with Ballsack on their page, and they basically put this false information out there, to see how many people were going to run with it. Um, so let's just put it out there. It's not. It's false. It's not happening. Nets still have an obligation to him for the 1 year. Um, are they going to try to see if he can trade him? I would think they will try to trade him. But right now, with all the heat that Kyrie's dealing with right now, I don't believe there's a possibility that he's good trade bait because they have tarnished this man. Um, you know, in the media. What we have though, let's unfold what happened. Let's recap how we got here with Kyrie Irving for those that don't know. Kyrie puts up a tweet recommending a movie um, from a book that he read, Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America. That tweet, obviously, Kyrie tweets, he's got 15 million followers or whatever it is, 17 million followers on Twitter, went viral. It's like all of his tweets do. It gets to the NBA, gets to somebody that reports that he's recommending a hateful anti-Semitic movie. Um, I haven't seen the whole movie. I started watching the movie. Very, very interesting documentary. Um, to each his own. I just feel like, I had to watch it just because I want to know what this is all about. What is the Jewish community so fired up about? Um, I haven't finished it. I'm gonna finish it today. But that being said, this man is actually they have told him that he's got to do everything from 6 ways to Sunday, including an apology, donate $500,000, spend time with the therapist, uh, be a community involved in meet with a rabbi or whatever it is. I mean, it's just crazy. The man made a formal apology and he apologized. And he originally said it in one of his press conferences. I have no ill will, no intent against any nationality, race, culture, creed. I love all people. What more do you want from this man? Why are you guys so fired up over one tweet of a man recommending a movie? If you should be fired up about something, Adam Silver, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, and Shaq, first of all, let me start with Adam Silver first. You have issues with this, Adam Silver, you should be going to Amazon. You're at that top. You're at that point where you can reach out to him. You have a problem with that being on that platform, where you have a player that was able to tweet it. Why don't you blame where it came from? But you guys never do that. You guys never ever mention people with power. You guys always want to mention the people that all he did was just recommend. He don't even get paid off the movie. The man's not even drawing a paycheck from this movie. Um, Shaquille O'Neal. Mr. Shaquille O'Neal, a man who I definitely feel is an empowerment to the black community. For you to get up there on national television and call this man an idiot, that was number one, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's disrespectful. And all you did was degrade another black man for his thoughts, for the way he thinks. You called somebody an idiot because you don't agree with the way he thinks. And and this wasn't about him thinking. This was just Kyrie actually just putting up a tweet. But Shaq goes out there and actually calls another, grown black man an idiot, which is degrading, right? So, but yet there's a hypocrisy behind that because Shaquille O'Neal, 3 years ago, one of your movie theaters, you actually put this movie on blast. And this is a fact, so, you tell people that you need to, own up to what you did, then so should you, Shaq, at the end of the day. And Mr. Charles Barkley is just probably one of the stupidest commentators. And I won't. Let me take that back. Let me backtrack that. I'm not gonna say he's a stupid commentator. He's a funny commentator that says stupid things. Um, and I think that he says those things just to get a rise out the crowd in the audience, for ratings. But at the end of the day, we all know Charles is not the most educated tool in the shed. And but for both those guys to actually come after Kyrie with some of the things that Charles you have done in your career, things you have said in your career, and you've never been suspended uh, for cursing out a fan. You've never been suspended for having bar. You've been suspended for having bar fights, but this wasn't a bar fight. This was about a recommendation of a movie that he didn't even say I recommended. He put the name up there. But I digress. So let me get back to what I was getting at, though, with this whole Kyrie breaking news situation. So it's false. And the issue is that the reason why we know it's false is because Wojnarowski hasn't announced it yet. Because if this was definitely breaking news that everyone thought that Kyrie was retiring, we would have heard about it already. So let's not run with the rumor mill. I think the next steps for Kyrie is, see what the Nets organization wants to do with him. Because at the end of the day, the man's a brilliant basketball player. Um, I love his work on the court. Do I agree with everything Kyrie says? No. But do I think that they are going way too harsh on Kyrie? Absolutely. Because he didn't say anything. He just posted a tweet. And he didn't mean it in a hateful way. But they want this guy to jump through hoops to prove a point. I don't know what the point is, right? Because at the end of the day, I talked to a lot of my Jewish friends, and they said they had no issues with it. It's a documentary. It's a movie that was created for black folks that are black Israelites, and these are my Jewish friends that I grew up with, and I grew up in Queens, New York. And for us to sit back and watch what's happening, for them to dismantle this young man and try to tear his career down, it's appalling. It's disgusting. Um, but this is the way this world is working right now. Right now, they're just trying to just tear down anyone and everything that they feel is opposition to them. And that's a big problem. So the breaking news story is false. That's all I want to make sure I get out there because I follow this all day. And I can say this one thing about Kyrie Irving. Last thing, and I'll put this little note out there. He's not worried if he plays in the NBA again. Believe me when I tell you. The man is talented enough where he can go overseas, make more money than he's making with the NBA, and be just okay. I think at the end, right now, what Kyrie's doing is over these next 5 days that these next 5 games that he's suspended, is just reflecting on everything. And I think that he's going to come to the conclusion that most of us are coming to is what did I do wrong? And that's the hardest part when you actually get penalized or held accountable for something that where you really don't understand. He apologized if he did hurt someone. He said it. He didn't say it. He wrote it. So what? He didn't say it verbally. He or his team, whoever, he probably sat down with them and they actually came up with, the proper apology. And I thought it was written well. For those of you guys that haven't saw, what did you guys think about it? So at the end of the day, what more do they want this man to do? And listen, if the Nets decide that they don't want him, then let him go. Let him out of his contract. Pay him his money because you got to pay him. But see, that's not what they want to do. They're trying to see how this thing unfolds. They're trying to see how much backlash they're going to get for doing what they did to Kyrie. And that'll be my last point. So those that are on the live, I thank you guys for watching my live. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Follow, subscribe, share. And hopefully I'll, start to do a little bit more of these here on this platform since, I feel like there's definitely some opportunity here for me to reach a bigger audience. Thank you so much, guys. Have a blessed day. Peace. Thank you for watching the show.